Hello, everyone, and welcome aboard. Today is episode 9. When is this releasing? Hold on 1 second. Let me just check when this is gonna release. Okay, so opening up the calendar app, I can see that this is gonna release on. It's December. This is releasing on the 21st of December. Ah, yeah, it's definitely not the middle of November when I'm recording this. But anyways, let's get into it. So today's episode, what I would like to do is I would like to do some major expansion of the large flights. In fact, I think we'll make so many of them that we can set some to also do medium aircraft. And I'd like to buy these two areas. In fact, let's just go ahead and do that now. Alrighty, and over here, what I would like to do is I would like to put this runway layout onto this side here, just so that we have it on the other side as well. Actually, in fact, maybe we set. Yeah, maybe we set both of these to departing. Yeah, we'll set both of these to departing. Flip the way they're. Jeez, how can I not talk today? Flip their direction so that they face the other way, and we'll have one arrival runway, which we'll have 3-6 center, right and left, but this one will be large. So let's go ahead and I guess just go straight into a time lapse. All right, and now we're into time lapse. I definitely haven't. This video's taken a long time. I mean, like, I edited this last weekend, and then I was gonna do the voiceover. Didn't ever get around to it. But then I was gonna do it during the week, but then I got sick. So now we're doing it, I guess. And this episode, let me just remember what we are doing using the advanced technique known as remembering. We are expanding the airport as always. So we're adding a singular runway to the left side. We're adding 2 runways to the left side. But that side is going to be our arrival side. And it's only going to have one taxiway, like a vertical south taxiway parallel to the runways, versus the other side that has 2, which is the reason why the other side is departures, because there are 2 vertical or parallel taxiways, which means you can cram more airplanes there and it's just more efficient. And yeah. Anyways, so if you've made it to this point, good job. I mean, actually, someone just commented that they said they were watching the entire playthrough and they subscribed, which is good. Thank you very much. You know who you are. But anyways, now I have recurrent viewers who are at any point in the video, which means I need to watch what I say. So yeah. Anyways, we are just quickly going around just doing some minor improvements. I also got rid of the de-icing pad, because now that we're adding the runways, I'm actually flipping the direction of the runways so that you arrive from the north and go to the south, and we're just going to assume that north is up in this entire playthrough because I'm not flipping the camera around. And see here, I am turning off the auto planner because I want to get rid of all the small gates. We will put them back when we expand them, so don't worry about that too much. And then, oh yes, so I've recorded episode 10, and oh boy, that's gonna be, oh, the sun's coming out. Hold up, I need to put on my hat. All right, there we go. I'm actually sitting near a window right now, and it's the morning, which means the sun is right above me. So that is very, very fun. Anyways, yeah, so I've already recorded episode 10 here. I'm just putting in a temporary taxiway, just because the flights were getting backlogged, because all the flights would have to wait for like a small airplane to go and use the one taxiway. I was like, screw it, putting in a new one. So I put in a secondary taxiway just to make sure it all worked temporarily. It will go away, but it works temporarily. And wow, we have like 10 minutes to fail here. Anyways, where was I? Right, recorded episode 10. Yeah, so I've recorded episode 10. that's going to be a massive episode. I'm probably going to edit it right after this one because I got a little bit of time. And yeah, we're almost done this series. I think we're at episode 9, so I can kind of let the cat out of the bag. After this episode, let's see here. You've got episode 10, and then you've got episode 11. And those are going to be the last 2 building episodes, and then episode 12 is going to be the finale, so just a heads up, which means, actually, I don't know. But we'll see what happens. Also, quick note, this is coming out on the... This comes out on the 21st, which is this Wednesday. I'm currently recording this on the 18th. I think on Thursday or sometime about. I mean, if you're this far, I'm kind of just assuming you watch the channel regularly, or you just watch the Airport CEO. Either way, there's going to be a channel update. I'm thinking about doing some streams over the holidays. We'll see what happens to that, and if I decide to announce that with the channel update. But yeah, the channel update, basically what it's going to be is it's just going to be me talking about like the state of the channel. I mean, that channel update, yeah. Talking about the state of the channel, future plans, because I do actually have some of those. Yeah, of what to do, like when Airport CEO series is over, because all good things must come to an end eventually. Stuff just generally like that. And yeah, we'll see, because over the holidays, I would like to do some streams. Like, obviously, I'd like to stream Flight Sim. I'd also like to stream Airport CEO, though. So I'm kind of, well, I haven't recorded a new episode of Airport CEO in a while. So, but actually, in saying that, this is good. We're talking this out together. This is great. Saying that, you're going to see all the progress that hasn't been released if we stream. Huh. That's an issue. Oh, no, wait, it's not. Is it? No, it's not an issue because I just won't show you the area. Problem solved. Anyway, so yeah, I'd like to stream Airport CEO, and yeah, I haven't recorded another episode of. I haven't recorded episode 11 yet. Because been sick, kind of thing. What are we doing on screen, right? We're just still adding the taxiways and the runways and stuff like that. So on the other side, I did add like smoother curves and bends to the taxiways, and I will do that on this side. I just do it off camera because it's just kind of tedious. It does add quite a bit, but like it's not really that much. And here I'm just resculpting the entire or departures / arrivals areas for the small stands. So yeah, on here we're pausing and we're thinking. Yeah, now we're seeing where we're putting like medium stands and stuff. Could have put more large stands on the bottom, but I thought it was kind of overkill. And then so I put medium stands on there. Well, one, because I didn't have enough space for the taxiway, and now I want to put small stands on the other side. Then I wanted to put the terminal on top, but Airport CEO said I couldn't do that, so we end up scrapping that. But you see, I still added some small gates because I did. Yeah, I added small gates because it was kind of necessary to have them. I don't know why, but like just running with the cannon, the head cannon of Airport CEO of connecting the airport. I mean, we're up in the middle of nowhere, so regional flights to Arctic communities are kind of an issue. But I mean, we didn't really have to think about that. But oh, the sun's still shining in my eyes. Oh, that's really annoying. A roof of an adjacent house has it's like super reflective right now. It's reflecting right into my eyes, and that's not very fun. But anyways, yeah. How's my audio quality? That's another question. I'm currently not staring directly at the microphone. I'm kind of talking on an offset because, despite what you may think, I am actually watching the playthrough of the time lapse right now. And speaking of the time lapse, this week we have music. Last week we didn't because my editor wasn't exporting the music. I tried everything. I changed the music, changed the type of file the music was, but it just wouldn't export it for whatever reason. And here's the weird thing. I went to the older videos which had the same music and tried to export them again. Worked perfectly fine. So I don't know what it is, but then I updated the editor, and guess what? It worked perfectly. So I'm kind of lost as to where it is. So this week you're gonna get music. I don't understand why there's music this week versus the last week, but you know, you're gonna get it. So be happy, I guess. Yeah, and here also, yeah, we did do a tapered, like an angled kind of wall on the end of the terminal, because I was like, I can make this a big box, or I can make it kind of interesting. So I made it kind of interesting, and I like the way it turned out. Oh, also, now that we're adding all these escalators and elevators, we do end up having an issue where it says too many stairs or whatever in this area in the airport, and actually that's quite frequent thing with airport CEO. I guess that's kind of the issue when you have too many when you get a really big airport. But anyways, so the medium stands and the small stands on the south side of this edition, they do end up becoming, or they become ground floor connection. So we do need stair trucks for 2 stands on the bottom. I mean, I haven't built it yet, but it will happen. You'll see the error message pop up. Yeah, so originally these what are they? Medium stands were supposed to be international, but just the way it happened, they're not going to be. Also, there's this weird wall thing that I just did for international zone checkpointy thingies, but I moved them all forwards and kind of redo that shop off camera, I think. And here you can see we are adding in the stuff, and here we're getting the error message of too many escalators in this zone. So that's fun. Spoiler alert, that happens too in episode 10, but I kind of saw it coming. That's what I tried to say. But yeah, and with that, we also have to add more seating to the area, and I'm actually quite happy with the way it turned out. Like, obviously, when I leave it at the end of this episode, it's gonna look pretty, like, bare bones, especially the bottom floor. I was not happy with the layout I did in the bottom floor, but we did end up changing it quite substantially off camera. It's just really tedious of me building a thing. I don't like it, get rid of it kind of stuff, so I just kind of, you know, off camera stuff. The YouTuber's best friend. And here we're just adding some more seating now. And what else is there to talk about? Did I talk about the fact that I resculpted the baggage bay? Yeah, so I resculpted the baggage claim area under the underground baggage claim area. I redid that in between episodes. I'm not sure if it was in between. It was in between episodes, but I can't remember whether it was between 8 and 9 or 9 and 10. I think I talked about this previously, but we'll see. But anyways, I redid them, and comes quite in hand. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's useful basically when we go and we build more gates, and also I redid the security area, but we'll see. If I show it, I will comment. Here we're just building a bathroom area, and then that glass is a divider for shops. Yeah, and then we just copy and paste the bathroom around. You need bathroom. Oh, have I? No, I haven't. Okay, I haven't redone the security area yet, which means that I do it off camera between this episode and the next episode. So just don't be shocked when I forget to mention that in episode 11 and you just see a secure zone or a new security checkpoint there, and some have been lost, and then also new baggage bay. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way. Honestly, the new secure zone is kind of just built for peak efficiency. Like, it's not the nicest, but it gets the job done, and that's kind of all that matters to me at this point in the playthrough. And yeah, and same with the baggage bay though. That comes out really nice. I'm very proud of that. And here we're just adding the gates because, as I said, too many stairs. Then we also added some more walkolators just around. I mean, they're far walk. It's a long walk in between gates, so the walkolators are important. Yeah. Anyways. Oh, and when we start during episode 10, I don't know if I'm gonna mention this, but since it's still fresh-ish in my mind, I should probably talk about it, and that's that in episode 10, we constantly have a situation where it's like, your passengers are having difficulty leaving the airport. Build more connections. So every time that would pop up, I'd basically just slap down another subway station. Subway stations are really good, like they can handle a lot, and the problem kept popping up, so I just kept slapping down some more subway stations. So, next episode, if you just see in between cuts, there's like 2 more subway stations. That's why. I mean, actually, me talking about next episode, this time lapse, is kind of assuming the fact that you are either watching the entire playlist, which is okay, remember to like, or you're a recurrent viewer and you see it's Wednesday, it is Airport CEO Day, you show up and you're like, okay, watch it, then next Wednesday. So I don't know if you're gonna remember all that information if that's the case, but if you're just going through and the next video is like, how much more time do we got in here? That next video is like 5 minutes away. You're set. Oh, and here we're just making a staff room, and we made their own international zone checkpoints, but those do not work because passengers keep pathfinding through there. But yeah, honestly, what Airport CEO, the way it is, it's fine when you're just making like a small airport, but if you try and make like a massive airport, you can tell that there are just some things that were just like either overlooked. I mean, I don't know game development too much, but like you can tell there's like some slight optimization missing, and just some quality of life things once you play the game for long enough. Because I remember when there was no like shift clicking and you'd have to just click everything manually. That was, oh yeah, here I'm destroying the baggage area. I do end up redeveloping this off camera, so just be aware of that. Oh, and we're about to finish the time lapse in a couple of minutes, and that sun is back. So warm on this back. But anyways, we're about to finish the time lapse, and I'm trying to avoid a rambling with Wizard A380 segment. So we're just gonna cut when it happens all of a sudden. But anyways, here we are just shift clicking, as I previously mentioned, assigning to baggage bays. And I think this is about it. We're just in the baggage area bare bones. We'll get around to it later. And that's it right there.
Alright everyone, and with that, I can't think of anything more I really need to add, minus some shops, but I'll get around to that in between episodes. So I think right now, we can just go ahead and build, and I'll just give you a quick run through as is tradition. Okay, that's $1 million there. That worries me that we're not gonna have enough. But that being said, we do have $4 million. Oh. Ooh, the leg. Huh. Well, it looks like we need $2 more million than we have, so I guess we can try and see if there's a loan. 1.6. We may need something a little bit more than that. Hourly cost of 6,000. 1.2. Let's see if there's anything higher. Alright everyone, so the runways are now all built and everything's built. It's been an hour of me just waiting to build, and the FPS is doing just fine. So I'm gonna leave the game on pause because that gives me actual decent FPS. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and open up all of the small stands, both of the medium stands, and all of the large stands. And the medium stands were supposed to have jetways. However, it gave me an issue that said I had too many escalators and things. So now we're back to the stair truck, and I think with all of that, this is open. The game is very confused right now. And so I think with that, I'm going to call it here for today. I'm going to do some minor fixing just off camera, but I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!